And welcome back to another episode of She is Speed. My name is Lana Ruse, and I will be your host for this incredible evening that we have lined up for you today. Let me tell you all about it. If you are brand new to She is Speed, what we do here is we feature women in speedrunning who run games with female protagonists. And as you know, we're in slightly scary season. If you were here for Fright Fatales yesterday, it was amazing. And so what we're doing today is we're going to be doing a bit of a reverse horror evening. So our first run for the day will be Stardew Valley, followed by Unpacking. Both cozy games, but they've got some, slightly scary twist to them. Barely, still cozy, will be good. First, a couple of announcements before we get into it. AGDQ 2023 online will be January 8th to the 15th. Make sure to head to gamesdonequick.com for more info. The games list for the first submission period is now out, and you can view that on the website as well. Go check it out. Hype up your favorite games. You might see some Stardew Valley on there. I don't know. It's looking pretty good. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to press the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick if you're interested in watching our live content, which starts weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. So, as promised, we have a nice cozy evening lined up for all of you tonight. Our first run of the day is featuring a 20-something loser, aka Lee, showing off Abigail marriage in Stardew Valley. So I'll let her explain it. Take it away.
Absolutely. Hello, I'm Lee, aka 20-something loser online, and I have an Abigail marriage run for you all today. I'm joined tonight by the Valiant Son helping me out here on commentary. We are going to right away hop straight into a run here, setting up our farm, quickly making our character with my classic character outfit here. Sure, 80. That's just how it works. As well as choosing the forest farm. I'm going to go ahead and add cabins onto my farm just out of habit and showing our seed, because you can't have a Stardew Valley run without showing your seed as well. Alrighty. So to start out this run here, the run will start as soon as I hit OK. So we will get going here in 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to start out this first day here by grabbing our parsnips, zooming out as far as we can, as well as moving the bed closer to the door. I'm going to quickly go ahead and clear off as much of this first little farm area as we can, because we will be doing just a little bit of planting here as well, too. After I clear off these rocks here, I'm just going to go ahead and chop down a couple of trees here, as the trees we will use to make a chest to keep all of our lovely items in as well here.
Lee, how are you doing those actions so fast?
Wow, I'm using a fun little tool called animation canceling. It is a tool that is wired into the game itself that allows us to cancel essentially any of the action animations within the game. You can do it only on PC by hitting right shift delete all at the same time. However, you can have those keys rebound to make it a lot easier to do at the same time. Going to quickly just plant these and of course water them. And then after we water them, we are going to be sleeping all the way until the very end of spring. We luckily here we're able to grab a coal as well too, which is fantastic for us, which I'll explain later on. We are now going to sleep again to the end of spring, to spring 26. And throughout spring, I'm going to be keeping track of the rain because our parsnips need 4 days of watering.
Or a fairy, that works too.
So what's currently going on is a lovely little fairy here, which is going to grow our crops for us. So we don't really have to worry too much about rain. It's kind of like a random event within the game. So there's no way to really predict that it's going to be happening. But we do need only 4 rain days to grow those parsnips. So we already technically have 2 because I watered the crops on one day. And we got 1 day of rain so far. We are, of course, doing an Abigail marriage run. What this is going to entail is we're going to be gifting Abigail a bunch of gifts, because that's how marriage works in Stardew Valley, is you give someone a bunch of gifts and then they fall in love with you. So, of course, the gift that we are going to be giving Abigail to tie in with our Halloween and scary theme is pumpkins. Her favorite loved item is pumpkins. So we'll be gifting her lots and lots of those to make her fall in love with us. The way that, of course, marriage works in Stardew Valley with those gifts is a bunch of points within a system. So you earn hearts with the character, and once you hit a max of 10 hearts, then you can marry them. There's a 3rd rainforest.
I see a good question in chat. We have any specific reason for sleeping to the 26th and not like the 27th or the 28th?
The 26th in specific. You could sleep till the 27th if you would really like to, but not to the 28th. Only the 26th or the 27th, because we're going to have a lot of forage, which is what's going to happen here in just a second. We are going to run to the left-hand side of our farm and collect as much forage as we can, because that is going to be our biggest money maker here in this springtime, which is going to give us a bunch of money for buying pumpkins here. We didn't get our 4th rain day here, so we're just going to quickly water those at the same time as well. And then we can leave the house right before on the next day after we harvest these pumpkins. Not pumpkins, these are parsnips. And now we're going to head over to, again, that left-hand side of the farm to collect as much forage as we can, because that's going to be our moneymaker here. Ideally, we want as much forage as we can get of a bunch of different items here. One really cool thing is, especially with animation canceling here, is you can use your scythe to pick up different forage items as well. You don't have to sit through that animation of physically picking up the item. You can just swipe it across, which is very fun. We're now going to head up and around, and I'm going to check out the bus stop before sleeping again.
We slept till this 26th because we're on that forest farm. Yes. That forage spawns all throughout the season, so we want to wait late into the month so that as much forage can spawn as possible. And also on off the farm, forage resets on Sundays, which means that we have the highest chance of getting forage here in this bus stop on Fridays and Saturdays, which is why we want to sleep till the 26th or the 27th.
Now, gonna quickly grab those parsnips that should be ready for us. Throwing everything back in our chest. And of course, we will now sleep until fall time. So lots of sleeping here early on. The reason that we harvested those parsnips is because we needed level 1 farming, as it gets us to access to a scarecrow. The scarecrow will be really helpful with our pumpkins so that we don't lose any later on in the run. The reason why we are sleeping all the way now until fall is because Abigail's birthday is in fall, and that is the only time in which you can grow pumpkins. With each gift, so within the gifting system in Stardew Valley, there's a bunch of different points. So you can earn up to 10 hearts of friendship with somebody. Each of those little hearts are 250 points. Every time that I go in a gift Abigail, I'm gaining 100 points because I'm giving her one gift, and then I'm also talking to her. So you get 80 points for giving the gift, and then 20 points for talking to her on that same day. The points can be fluctuating a little bit here because with different crops, you can have different qualities of crops. So you can have silver quality or gold quality. Obviously, the higher quality crops earns you more points, and they really appreciate it. The birthday, though, which is why it's really important that we go to Abigail's birthday here in fall, the birthday gives us like 3 to 4 times the amount of points. So if I were to just give Abigail a regular quality pumpkin on her birthday, we gain 640 points, plus an extra 20 points just for talking to her. So 660 points, which is equivalent to like 2.5 stars or hearts.
Yeah, we wanted that level up for the scarecrows because, yeah, they scare away crows. And we're going to plant, if you have more than 15 crops on your farm, then the crows sense it and they will come. So we build that scarecrow to protect all our crops. Because we need to give her, I see in chat, 1,000 pumpkins to make Abigail love us. Though realistically, I think it's closer to like 17 or something.
Just around that area. We're almost here to the beginning of fall, which is where most of the action starts to happen. And we start growing some more crops. Here we are, fall number 1. First thing that we're going to do here on fall is just, again, clear out all of those grass. And of course, after we get the grass, we're going to chop down some more trees because we constantly need wood within this run here. And then we will prep our plots. We have until around 9 a.m. to kind of get our plots together, as that is the time in which the shop opens up, which is actually where we will be headed each day because that is where Abigail lives. Her dad is the one that owns the general store. Or factory. There we go. Got our lovely scarecrow there.
And while Lee's tilling, you might have noticed, eagle-eyed viewers might have seen that when Lee crafted the chest and the scarecrow, she immediately threw it out of her inventory and then picked it up from the ground. That is because it's faster than putting it in your inventory.
Again, just pre-watering all of our spots here so that when we get access to the actual seeds themselves of the lovely pumpkin seeds, we don't have to worry about watering them. It saves us time later on. One thing to note is that we are also going to be purchasing some speed grow here. And that's really important because if we did not have the speed grow, we would not have pumpkins ready in time for Abigail's birthday. Abigail's birthday is on fall 13. And our pumpkins are officially ready on fall 14. So with the speed grow, it gets us ready for fall 12. Within the journal, there's 2 little quests that you can complete, one for getting the scarecrow and one for harvesting a parsnip. So we got a little bit of extra money here. We're going to sell all of our foraging items. I additionally turned some of my forage items into a seed packet because that sells for more money than the actual forage items itself. Go. And 5 speed grow. And as many pumpkins as we can get. We'll now head back to the farm, plant our pumpkins, use the speed grow, and then on the rest of the crops, we are going to use the fertilizer, which we crafted using sap. The fertilizer obviously attempts to increase the level of quality of the crops themselves, which greatly helps with building friendship with higher quality items. And now we sleep to the next day. Throughout the fall, we are really hoping for rain, because on rain days, we obviously don't have to leave our house and just let the rain do the work of watering here. But now up until fall 12, we will be sleeping and we will be watering. Gotta get those pumpkins to grow before we can start making friendship moves here.
It is super, like, Abigail's loved gifts are all, other than pumpkins and maybe amethyst, pretty tough to get, and it is super unfortunate that one of her loves is pumpkin, which normally cannot grow in time for her birthday, which is frustrating, but the addition of that speed grow does really help us, and you can already see that they're in a slightly further growing stage than the other ones.
Mentioned a little bit about Abigail earlier on. Abigail is the daughter of Pierre and Caroline, so of course she lives in Pierre's general store. Their house is attached there. Abigail, in particular, she is our gamer of the town. She is a big fan of video games, but also some scary elements, including spirits and swords, and lots of things of the nature, which we'll be able to see some of those elements in her room once we go and visit in just a little bit here. Lots and lots of watering. Hoping for some more rain days here, fingers crossed. But thankfully, we don't have too many crops here, so we can quickly do all of our gifting very fast. There's a rain day.
Yay!
Fantastic. And another one. We'll take it. Let's see. Can we get 3 in a row? No, not 3 in a row. That would have been too good.
I do see in the chat, is Abigail really the daughter of Pierre, though? I still think her dad's the wizard.
I think so, too. There's a lot of different theories about whether or not Pierre is actually Abigail's real father. But considering there's some sketchy dialogue that suggests that Abigail is actually the wizard's daughter and not Pierre's, I kind of believe it. That's for sure. Definitely Caroline's daughter, but don't know if she's actually Pierre's daughter or not.
I'm personally a fan of the wizard being Abby's grandpa, and Caroline is actually his daughter.
Interesting. Very nice. We made it all the way to the 12th here, which of course we have our pumpkins ready. So right around 9 a.m., we'll be able to enter into Abigail's house, and then we're just gonna wait and we're gonna chill. Starting now, we're essentially going to be chopping down trees every single morning from here on out. We're gonna need lots and lots of wood for this run. In total, we're gonna need 750 different pieces of wood here. We will need 450 pieces of wood just to upgrade our house, which we will have to do. As you could probably notice from the actual house itself, when I go ahead and sleep every night, it's only like one small room. And so our marriage candidates will not marry us unless our house is upgraded to have 2 rooms and a bigger bed for them to also sleep in the same bed as us. So we will have to spend the money, which is around 10,000 gold, and also chop down lots and lots of trees to get 450 pieces of wood here. On the days where I am chopping down trees, I'm going to be essentially dropping as much energy as I possibly can. And we're also going to be keeping our money also additionally very, very low. You want to keep our energy super low because we will be passing out in Abigail's house here.
Many of the marriage runs, it's a lot faster to just pass out because the game will spawn you back in your house than to run home. So many of these runs are running to your beloved, talking to them, giving them a gift, and then passing out right in front of them.
Yes. True love right there is passing out right in front of your spouse. And we can enter the home here. This is Abigail's room. She's making her way out of her bedroom. There she is, making her way to the kitchen. And we just gave her a gift, and now we can pass out. Abigail's room is right above us here. You might be able to see, and we'll be able to move closer once we gift her on this next day here. But she's got a fun computer as well as a video game system on her TV as well. We get to leave on this day as well. Thankfully, we don't have to do any watering because we have a lovely rain day here. And we're just going to continue to chop down trees. Wow.
And today is a super duper duper important day for this speed run.
Of course.
It's the 13th of fall.
Just the 13th of fall. Nothing else is going on.
It's just a really nice day, you know?
Yeah. Just, lucky number 13. That's all that it is. No, but today is actually Abigail's birthday, so this is where most of our points come from early on. We, unfortunately, cannot enter into Abigail's room until we reach 2 hearts with her. As I say, we're not good enough friends yet, so gotta become better friends before you can enter into somebody's room. And so with this gift here of a pumpkin, we will be able to enter into her room because it'll be 660 points. This is the help wanted sign here. There's a bunch of, if you take a look at the little exclamation point here, with this kind of quest board here, I'll be checking it intermittently throughout the run because if I'm able to complete a little quest board item here, I gain 150 points. So that's more than just one time of me giving her a gift as well. So it speeds things up quite a little bit if I'm actually able to complete a quest. Sometimes the quests, however, will ask for items that are just simply not obtainable within a speedrun. So sometimes it works out very well, sometimes it doesn't. You never know what you're going to get out here. So again, we are waiting until 9 a.m. when we can go ahead and enter her home.
Yeah, and today is a rain day, so we're hoping for a good roll. Abigail has 2 different schedules on rain days. She will either leave her room at 9 a.m. or she will leave at 11 a.m. So we will see what she decides to do. And it looks like we got a good roll. She's leaving at 9 a.m.
Absolutely. And again, we are just going to go ahead and pass out right in this little hallway here. Because again, it's just faster to pass out here than to run all the way back to our house. That's also the reason why we are keeping our money low, because every time that we pass out, it takes a little bit of money away from us. So we have to keep it low in order to avoid losing lots and lots of money at a time. Now sleeping.
Yeah, every time we pass out, that is 10% of our money will leave, up to 1,000. So the lower money we have, 10% is very small.
Absolutely.
Then.
We have some lovely increased quality pumpkins here. We got 1 gold and 5 silver ones. So for the gold pumpkin here, we'll get, of course, 100 points for that one. And then also talking, that'll be 120 points. Again, chopping down as many trees as we can, because we need 750 pieces of wood. We needed 450 for, of course, the house, which I mentioned before, and we will need 300 pieces of wood to complete a little bridge here. We need to complete the bridge because on the other side of the bridge is someone called the Old Mariner, and he gives us a marriage pendant. So once you reach 10 hearts with a character, you will have access to the marriage pendant, which of course will cost us 5,000 gold. It might seem like we got a long ways to go in terms of money, but we'll be making most of our money here in the winter time, in the first couple of days of winter.
That mushroom tree might be useful too.
It is. It is most certainly useful, which is perfect for us. Chopping down this lovely little mushroom tree here, which of course will give us little red mushrooms. So to avoid even having to use my tool to pass out, all I gotta do is eat one of these little red mushrooms and it'll make me go to bed even faster. So I like to use these to our advantage here. And again, we wait for 9 a.m. when we can break in. Skip this cutscene, although it is very, very cute. Abigail asks you to play video games with her on her TV. It is very sweet. You're going to give her this gift, talk to her, run away, and pass out. You might be able to see Abigail has a TV up there with her video game console. She's got a little hamster cage back there. And there's also a special spooky item, which I'll point out when we head back there. We're going to gift again here on this Saturday. With all of the friendship gifts, you can only gift twice in 1 week, except for during the birthday week. You can gift 2 gifts ahead of the birthday, and then 1 extra gift on the actual birthday as a actual birthday gift in and of itself. But again, lots and lots of tree chopping, which is why using that animation canceling is very, very helpful. It allows me to chop down even more trees before the time of 9 a.m., which we have to be over at the house for.
One of the unfortunate things about trying to marry Abigail is that if you've ever played Stardew, you know Pierre's is closed on Wednesday. And unfortunately, dating his daughter does not mean he'll let you in on Wednesdays.
Nope.
She does leave her house, luckily, but it's all the way at like 10:30, so we try to gift on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays because she leaves her room at 9 a.m. on those days.
Yes. Abigail thankfully has a pretty consistent schedule across different seasons. So getting her to leave on the early mornings on those days is perfect for us. And while we wait, we can of course go ahead and check the trash. Because we never know what you're going to find in the trash here. We got a little bit of time. Who knows? We could find the lucky trash hat. You never know. But again, making our way back up here for 9 a.m. when we can break into their house. If you look over in the little bottom area of Abigail's room, she actually has a little Ouija board right here, which is involved in one of her heart event cutscenes as well, too. So she's very into lots of spirits here. Here, we have a little owl. So that's another little random event that can happen in Stardew Valley, is there's a little owl statue that may pop up. If you hear that little hoo, hoo. We are now going to leave on this day, on the Tuesday here. I see we have another little mushroom tree, which is fantastic for us. Lots and lots of mushrooms.
Nice.
For us. But we're going to keep our pattern going of continuing to chop down as many trees as absolutely possible here. We officially have enough wood here to upgrade our house, but we still need that extra wood to complete the little bridge.
We have Blade in chat asking if we've considered routing Key to the Town into the speedrun.
Oh, you know what? But Blade, we have not. I've not considered that one. It's a little out there, but I say never. No idea is too far out there. The big shout out to Blade, who had helped me route a lot of these things earlier on. A lot of these marriage runs.
And for people in the chat, Key to the Town is a very, very late game unlock that you can get, and not really viable to route into really any speedrun at all, but it is a good joke in the anytime you do a marriage run is have you considered routing in Key to the Town, because you can go into houses at any time then.
We have a little quest on the quest board here. Take a look. Abigail needs a salmon. Unfortunately, salmon is one of those items that we will just simply not be able to get. Because it's going to take too much time for us to go and get our fishing rod and also try and catch the salmon in and of itself. But like, for example, if she needed a red mushroom, or if she needed like a wild plum or a common mushroom or even a purple mushroom, we might be able to get things like that for her. Any of the forageable items would be fantastic, but she was asking for a fish instead. Breaking into Abigail's room for once this time, actually into her room. Talk to her and run back down. On her bookshelf, also up there, it's at the very, very top of the screen. She's got a little skull on the bookcase as well. And of course, we pass out using the mushroom. Sleep one more day here to gift on this Thursday. And after we complete this gifting day, we will sleep until winter time. We'll only be going out on 2 days in winter, on the first Tuesday and the first Thursday, because we are going to be using a strategy for earning money called clay farming, which we will explain a little bit more once we race down to the beach in the wintertime. There's our lovely owl statue. If you've never seen that statue before, it's one of what's considered a rare event within Stardew Valley, is these special statues.
Have you considered picking it up?
We could. We most certainly could. I could move it closer to my house. Add a little decoration.
We could use it for our secret strats in the winter.
That would be smart. I'm going to keep on hanging on to it. And we're getting pretty close to the amount of wood that we need, which is perfect. I'm particularly clearing out these trees up near the top, because when we go and upgrade our house, we're going to use this little back entry if need be. Kind of like a little backup in case we don't. We're not able to exhaust all of our energy on those days. Drop off everything else in chat. Not in the chat, into the chest. There we go. Headed back over to go ahead and gift Abigail here once more in fall.
We had a question in chat, which is, does anything happen if you don't gift Abigail 2 times a week? And nothing bad happens, except for losing friendship. But if we do gift twice in 1 week, we get a bonus 10 points of friendship on the following Sunday. So we like to make sure that we do that to make sure we can get extra points. Means we talk faster. And by talk, I mean romance.
Absolutely. Abigail, on the 25th year of fall, she stays in bed. And we talk to her, and then she says that she's not really interested in talking to us right now. But who doesn't love a 9 a.m. pumpkin in bed, which we just lovely gift her every 25th. Of course, we're now going to be sleeping until the 2nd of winter here. Going to drop our wood into chat and then pick up both our hoe and our pickaxe. We are going to skip that little cutscene because it's not useful to us at the current moment. And then we are going to head right down to the beach where we're going to be clay farming. So we are going to be using winter foraging clay farming strategies here. Essentially what we are going to do is we are going to, as it suggests, we're going to be farming for specific items by hoeing and pickaxing the ground a bunch of times here to get the specific winter forage items that we would like. I'm going to stand in this spot right here and hoe and pickaxe, hopefully here pretty quickly, back and forth, until we get a little forage item here. There's our first one. And then we will continue this pattern by going up 1 over 2 each time. This strategy, of course, only works on PC. So apologies, Switch and mobile players. This does not work over there. However, it is very, very useful. And I use this specifically in the winter time, although it does work with clay as well. Another pattern works specifically with clay. But we use it in the winter time because we get both the winter root and the snow yams. So the winter root, which is the orange one with the little curly Q on top, is worth 70 gold apiece. And the one with the snow yam, which is the little blue one over here, is worth 100 gold apiece. So it's a really fast way for us to earn lots and lots of money by just kind of manipulating a pattern which is already within the game itself. And big shout out to Piano for figuring out this pattern.
Piano addict. Yeah, so there's actually a lot of RNG in this game that ends up being, when you look, if you look too closely at the at the code, turns out it's not too RNG. So we do have another speed challenge runner, Piano Addict, found this pattern, and then we also break a lot of RNG with another person you might have seen in the chat, Blade. We've abused some of the not-so-random mechanics of this game to really work out for us in this way.
Absolutely. I go typically on each day until I get about 40 points of both of them, and then I'm going to drop that little owl statue where my next little hitbox would have been. Because we are going to use that to help us to keep track of our place on this next day that we go out. Abigail is over in the kitchen now. Gonna gift her a gift. We now have 5 hearts with Abigail, as that little best friends achievement kind of pops up in the corner. It just signifies that we have 5 hearts with her. So we're about halfway there in terms of friendship hearts. Gonna sleep one more day here again. And we are going to repeat.
So Clay will move 2 times then.
And we are going to head directly back to the beach to use that same exact strategy.
Yeah, so we had the question, it doesn't reset between days? We like the beach for farming, for clay farming, and winter forage farming, because all the till tiles will reset. On the farm, it doesn't reset, which is unfortunate, because it would be a lot quicker to just stay on your farm. But we use that owl statue, or sometimes you'll make torches or things like that to see where you left off, and then you just keep track of how many days you slept to try and pick the pattern back up.
1, 2, and there we go. We can continue our pattern exactly where we left off by going that up 1 over 2 here. So again, then I will click here, right above that owl statue. And then I don't have to spend all of the time trying to till and untill using the hoe and the pickaxe here. This specific pattern primarily works with the winter foraging. You go across 10, and then you just hit them on top of where the last one was.
There is another pattern for clay when it is not winter. I mean, you can get clay here as well, but it's clay is only worth 20 gold, whereas, as we said, this makes us lots of money. And additionally, when the pattern breaks on this, so if you till and you don't get a forage, you can just untill, till, untill, till, and it comes back. Whereas if it breaks for clay, you have to off-shift, I believe, left 4 tiles and up 4 tiles, and then reset your whole thing, and it is chaos, and that's not too much fun. This pattern is also nice, especially in multiplayer, or depending on if you drink a bunch of coffee while you're doing this run, you can fill the entire beach. You can till every single tile and get so much forage. So it's really kind of broken a lot of the classic strategies for a lot of these runs.
Moving this. And one more. There we go. Alrighty. We're headed to go and gift Abigail once again here in the winter before we sleep all the way until spring.
But Lee, we're sleeping till spring? That's like a whole season. Aren't we going to lose friendship with Abigail?
We will, obviously, because after you continue to sleep and sleep and sleep, friendship decays over time here. But thankfully, we have it kind of panned out where we won't lose too much friendship, less than a heart of friendship by sleeping all the way until spring. And once more, eating our red mushroom, and we will now sleep.
Ding.
There we go.
Yeah, so how do we know when we've clay farmed enough? What money amount is the goal? We're hoping to get $10,000. That will allow us to upgrade our house, because people, they kind of want a little bit more than a single bed inside a studio apartment before they get married.
Yeah.
We'll also need to buy a bouquet to be like, hey, you want a date? That'll be 200 gold. And our final thing is the equivalent of an engagement ring / wedding ring, which is 5,000 gold from a mysterious man who only appears on the beach in the rain. And yeah, so we need a total of 15,200.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I doubted my mouth for math for a second.
Exactly. On the first here, we are going to run into one new character. It is one of the few cutscenes that we cannot skip. Earlier, there was a cutscene involving a cat, which unfortunately in speedrunning you do have to turn down accepting the cat onto your farm, which is always sad. But the other cutscene is Kent, a Kent cutscene. Thankfully, it's only like 2 very fast bits of dialogue. But he shows up on your doorstep on the beginning of spring, whenever you decide you want to leave in spring of year 2. He was away at war for the first year, and then he returns home for the second year. We again are going to leave here on this day. Here is Kent. Quick click through.
Goodbye, Kent.
Goodbye. And we will now pick our axe back up. We will grab our wood. We will continue chopping down our trees because today is the day where we are going to actually go ahead and upgrade our house. So we have to make sure, well, we had to make sure that we at least had 450, but that's already taken care of here, as we already have all the wood that we need. Going to head into town here already, mainly because we want to check that quest board again too. If we can check out that quest board, we'll get quite a few extra points. So if this is for Abigail here, we might have some extra time to be able to complete it. It is. We can definitely go and get her a Joja Cola, which is fantastic. As it won't take us too much time.
Easy.
So at 9 a.m., instead of going into get Abigail, I'm actually going to head over to the Joja Mart to go and pick up a Joja Cola for her. This was a fun bonus 150 points. That little soda that's only going to cost me 75 gold will be. Although I will say I will actually have to go in and gift Abigail first and get a little extra money because we don't have enough for a Joja Cola quite yet. But it should be an easy fix here. So we're just going to go right in, get some money, and then we are going to gift Abigail. And then run to go get her a cola, run back. And then, of course, we will run all the way up to the carpenter shop to go ahead and upgrade our house. So this...
And so by...
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, by gifting that loved gift, that of normal quality, we get 80 points. By talking, we get 20 points. By finishing this gift quest, we get 150, which means we get a whole heart today in one interaction. In quotes, because we have to run back and forth between Joja Mart, but it's fine.
But it's fine. But this one quest saves us from having to gift her a full extra gift. We're going to sell up until around 10,000 there. Gonna run over, grab our cola. We'll run back, do a double gift moment here. One with a pumpkin, and then one with a Joja Cola. Talk to this girl here, grab our cola, 75 gold, run out. Run right into Shane.
Hi, Shane. Bye, Shane.
And away as we go. Abigail is now over here in the kitchen, talking with her mom. Getting breakfast going. Gotta go around, because Caroline goes that way. And then we talk to her, and gift her. Oh, do not drink it. And collect the extra little bit of money. So we spend 75 gold on giving her a Joja Cola, and then we get the 75 gold back for completing the quest. But not that we necessarily need it, because we still have plenty of money left. We're going to go ahead and head all the way up to the carpenter shop here, where we're going to, again, become broke and get rid of our 10,000 gold and upgrade our house. This is Robin's house here. We're going to upgrade our house. And we are going to leave and run back home. We have too much energy to try and attempt to pass out at this time. If we had much lower energy, so if we were in the orange to red zone within our energy, then I would pass out. However, since we are still very much in the 200s of energy and we're in the green zone, it's going to be a lot faster just to run home instead. We are now going to skip all the way until the end of spring once again. So we're going to skip to the 23rd. And there is our upgraded house as well at the same time.
Upgraded house.
We got a double bed. So now Abigail will be able to sleep in the same bed as us and also move in with us. One thing about Stardew Valley is that when you marry a character, a room gets added on to the far right side there. So, and it is based upon which character you marry, which is very, very cute, depending on which character you marry. Some of them are not so cute, but Abigail's includes her little gaming system, which is very cute.
We had a question in chat, which was a moment of panic because people typically see the Shane speedrun where you sometimes forget to pick up the bouquet, but luckily we're romancing Abigail, and since she lives in the general store where we buy the bouquet, we can get it at any time.
Absolutely.
But we have to reach 8 hearts first. And the last time we talked with Abigail, if my math is correct, we are at 6.5 hearts with her. So we got a little bit of time, and that's why we're sleeping for so long right now.
Sleeping until that 23rd of spring. The reason why we're sleeping down to the 23rd is one, because we're going to give her a lovely gift on this day. But additionally, we are going to, tomorrow, we get to dance with Abigail. So on the 24th of the month of the springtime, you can participate in the flower dance. With the flower dance, you need at least 4 hearts to dance with somebody. And when you dance with someone, it gives you a full heart of friendship with them. So another very fast way to gain a full friendship heart with someone. I'm going to take the 300 wood that I have, and I'm going to take it down to the beach area here, because we're going to go ahead and get that bridge moving. There's our lovely owl statue that's still there. Hasn't moved anywhere. And we'll go ahead and wait for Abigail to open up her doors once again.
I forgot we put the owl statue down, and I was like, what's that on the beach?
The owl statue that very much helped me to find out where my place was. I'm about to just hit my pickaxe on the ground a bunch of times to drain as much energy as I possibly can here until 9 a.m. Because once more, we will be passing out right after we gift Abigail to get that lovely little time save. So we will gift today. One additional thing that we will be doing today before we gift is we're actually going to go in and talk to Abigail's supposed dad, Pierre. We're going to be using another little fast point system at the actual flower dance itself, which we will be talking to every single person at the flower dance. Abigail's dad, Pierre, is the only person that you cannot actually talk to at the flower dance, because he is running his shop and is very busy, and you cannot talk to him. So he is locked behind his stand, so we have to talk to him ahead of time. So we got a hello from Pierre. We'll talk to him, walk away, and run to go see his daughter instead. Give a gift.
Hello, goodbye.
And pass out with a mushroom.
Yeah, those mushrooms save us a lot of time because otherwise we just have to keep swinging and swinging. And yeah, we got a call out there. So if you complete a quest that's early on, believe on the first day you get the quest, talk to everyone in town. You get 100 bonus friendship points from that, and we are using that to push us right over the edge for 8 hearts at the end of the flower dance. It normally gives us 250 points, which is an entire star. By doing Talk to Everyone, we get an additional 100 points. And on Wednesdays, Abigail does leave her house, so we will additionally be gifting her again today and talking with her for another 100 points. And then that's talking to her twice this week, so we get a bonus 10 points on top of that. So today's just a very, very lucrative day.
You gain a lot of points really, really fast on this day. That's for sure. Almost 2 full friendship hearts with Abigail gets gained today, as we'll earn a total of 450 points. And now we just wait until Abigail decides she wants to leave her house, which is around 10:30 here, which is really important. While we wait, we can just go ahead and check the trash, because why not? It's a fun little mechanism within the game where you can just go ahead and run around town and check everybody's trash can. You can get caught, though, for checking trash. And you can find various items within the trash as well. Sometimes different food items, sometimes different gems, sometimes, again, just trash. But it is a very fun little mechanic within the game, is the trash cans. You can easily also get the beloved trash can hat as well, too. Again, since it is a Wednesday one, we could not enter into Pierre's general store, but also it is a holiday, so you cannot enter the buildings on holidays here. So we're kind of locked here until we wait for Abigail to leave her house. Which is good.
I see some calls for getting trash hat from the game, so for those not in the know, after you check 20 trash cans, you have a probability of touching a trash can, the lid will blow off, and you can wear it as a hat. I don't know if we've touched 20 trash cans yet, but we might be able to get a trash can hat this run if we just keep poking them.
Probably not. I don't think we've hit a total of 20 yet, but it might be close. And Abigail should be leaving the doors in just a second here. She leaves her room around 10. So by the time she makes it over here, it's about 10:30. And we talk to Abigail. See you later, Abigail. I will be dancing with you in just a little second here. And away as we go. We make our way over to the friendship area. And the real flower dance area. And we will be talking to every single character here very fast. So Emily, Caroline, Clint, Demetrius, Jody. We've already talked to Kent before, but just in case. Run away. Elliot, Leah. Nope. Don't accidentally ask Elliot to be your dance partner. Pam, Willie, Gus, Sam. There's lots of characters within Stardew Valley, as you can probably tell here. However, going ahead and talking to every single one of these characters here will give us that extra 100 points, which is, again, another gifting day for us. Less time that we have to actually be out of our house.
Waiting until 9 a.m. takes 2 minutes and 9 seconds, which means that by talking to everybody here, we save 2 minutes and 9 seconds by getting the 100 points here instead of waiting for another gifting day.
We will now head up to Mayor Lewis, and we start dancing. And just like, any high school dance, we're going to be a little off rhythm here. So our actions are not going to look as coordinated as everybody else's. That is because Concerned Ape used the animations for the character that were already in the game for this dance.
Unfortunately, attending this festival multiple times does not teach your character the dance for this event.
No, yeah, unfortunately we don't gain better dance moves as we move along, too. But it is a really cute little cutscene here. Alrighty. So we now have our 8 hearts that we need. Now that we've acquired 8 hearts, we essentially cannot lose any friendship points. So now we are going to sleep all the way again until Abigail's birthday, which is in the fall. If you remember, it is fall 13 from when we first visited her birthday from before. And that gift on her birthday will give us our last 2 hearts that we need to reach 10. In order to unlock those last 2 hearts, though, we do have to give Abigail the bouquet, essentially meaning that we will start dating her. So we will gift her the bouquet first, unlock the last 2 hearts, and then gift her the pumpkin to actually get those 2 hearts in and of itself. But we're kind of locked here right at the 8 hearts. So we can't lose friendship point because we have essentially maxed out her friendship, which is very, very helpful for us in this case here.
That goes for all romanceable characters. Once you get them to 8 hearts, they freeze there unless you start dating them. And all other candidates, once you get to 10 hearts, they will freeze. Additionally, if you are just dating someone with the bouquet, they'll freeze at 10 hearts. But if you decide to get married to them and you don't talk to them, you will lose, I want to say 20 off the top of my head. Yeah, if you are married and you don't talk to them every day, you lose 20 friendship points every day, which has killed many a perfection event because you're like, I gotta tend my crops, I gotta, super late game, and then you're like, but I have 10 hearts with everyone, but your spouse
falls,
loses 20 points a day, and
can't neglect your spouse in this game, that's for sure.
Don't neglect your spouse in real life
that's
either.
True. And I gotta know, who is your favorite Stardew Valley romanceable character here? Over to you, Valiant. Yeah,
me?
Of course.
Oh, that's
As well as chat.
Tough.
Feel free to drop your favorite character as well.
Right now in my perfection file, I'm married to Penny, but I will give voices to my first romanced character ever, was Elliot. I will say that. Please don't come after me, chat. But Leah is also very, very cool, and so is Abigail. I love every single romanceable character in this game. Except for maybe Alex.
That would be the absolute same
unfortunately.
For me. I like everyone except for Alex. I've done a marriage speed run for everybody in the game that is romanceable, including the friendship dating character, which is Krobus. Everyone except for Alex, because I do not like him at all. And he has horrible loved gifts, but he's just not my fave. My personal favorite marriage candidate, though, is my first love was Harvey, but I absolutely adore Abigail and Leah and Sebastian as well.
We're gonna wake up on the 13th, so we just got a couple of days. And to answer what's wrong with Alex, his love gifts are all really tough loved gifts. He is potentially, arguably one of the worst roommates to have, and Krobus is a roommate option, and you have to get 30 artifacts in order to even talk with him, and Alex is still kind of more difficult to speed run at times than Krobus feels.
We have an absolutely incredible day here today because it is raining on Abigail's birthday.
Blessed run.
Absolutely. So what this essentially means is because it is raining, we can also marry Abigail on this day as well, too. So again, that marriage pendant is only available to us once we reach 10 hearts. So we will, again, gift her the bouquet once it hits 9 a.m. We will then gift her a gift on her birthday here, and then we will run out of her house, run down to the beach, grab our lovely marriage pendant, and propose. So we are both going to ask Abigail to be our girlfriend and then also propose to her in the very same day. And that is where we pretty much get close to ending our run here. So again, we are going to pass out as close as we can to losing as much energy as possible. Because again, after we give Abigail that marriage pendant, we will pass out one last time in her house, and then we will sleep until our wedding day. Now, before we go ahead and gift Abigail, we will stop off, drop off, and sell the rest of our winter roots, as well as pretty much anything I have in my inventory because we don't need it. And we can also sell pretty much all of our pumpkins if we need it for money-wise.
I think we've got more than enough money.
I think so. I plan it so we have got
Pulling
extra
out my
money.
calculator.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, we'll have 5,625 plus 109.
Perfect.
5,000.
There
Yeah,
we go.
we're good. Grab that
Grab the
bouquet.
bouquet. And of course, we must do the bouquet first here to unlock those last 2 hearts. Bouquet and pumpkin. We now have our full hearts with Abigail. We're going to run away from her. We'll be back, my love. And then we'll go get that marriage pendant.
Hey, babe, I know we haven't talked in 2 months, but you want to be my girlfriend and also you want to get
Let's
married?
get married.
Okay, thanks.
Immediately.
Bye.
Yep. I'm gonna pass out in the middle of your dining room once again. Over again. And here is where the old mariner spawns. He's over here. He only shows up in the rain. Very mysterious. And he only sells that one item. Only sells that one singular item there. We'll now absolutely run all the way up to Abigail, gift her this marriage pendant, and then of course pass out with another red mushroom.
Abigail's getting a girlfriend, a wife, and a pumpkin on her birthday.
Pretty good birthday.
The U-Haul strats are real. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, chat.
And now we sleep a couple days here until we get a little red heart. But also it'll show us on it'll bring us right into the middle of town where we will have our little wedding ceremony.
I love the wedding
It's very
ceremony.
cute. Timer will end once we kiss. So we gotta
There'll be a little heart over their head.
Yes. And time. There we go.
Hey!
If I'm looking at the timer correctly, this is also a new PB for me
Yeah.
today. So there we go. A new record set
Very-
live.
Yeah. New PB.
Nice.
And that's also... Do you have Abigail's marriage world record as well?
I do. And now this is
So new world
new world
record.
record on top of it. So for Abigail's marriage. And that's the end of the Abigail marriage run. Incredible. And that's it.
Amazing. That was so much fun. So, yeah, tell us where to find you, Lee. Tell us everything. Give whatever shout outs you'd like. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, of course. You can find me at a 20-something loser across pretty much every single platform here. Although my first name is Lee, so you can feel free to refer to me as Lee, not just a 20-something loser. Big shout out to the Valiant Sun for joining me here today, as well as the lovely Stardew Valley speedrunning community, as well as my own streaming community here too. One last, little shout out to, of course, the creator of the game Concerned Ape. This game came out in 2016, and it is still very much beloved to this day. And he is the sole creator of this game. So big love to him.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Let's give another massive round of applause to Lee for that new world record run live on Hotfix. That's huge.
Ooh,
yeah, she is
no
Speed.
big deal, She is Speed, absolutely.
Heck yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed that amazing Stardew Valley Abigail marriage run. As you know, we're having a little reverse horror evening where we do cozy games with a bit of a twist. So Abigail marriage because she likes spirits and pumpkins and slightly spooky things. But stick around because we have another run coming up soon. We will be doing Unpacking Dark Star Percent. Another cozy game, which is terrifying because everything that we're unpacking is going in the wrong spot. Pure horror. So stick around for that after the break with Cutie Roo. It's going to be amazing. And just a reminder that your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered here on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick, both with Hotfix and with AGDQ 2023 costs. So hey, please consider subscribing if you enjoy our daily GDQ content. Once again, if you are not following Lee, make sure to go check out her channel at a 20-something loser on Twitch. We are going to take a break as we prepare for our next run, and we'll catch you right after this for more She Is Speed. Take care, everybody. See you soon.